And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to His Thing. I'm Kev on stage.
That chick AJ.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Welcome to Here's the Thing. Church announcements very much quickly. New Ball Brothers coming out next week. We had a high time in the Lord.
Yeah.
Clips will start to disperse themselves. Also, we did the big Candace clip that I completely forgot to post when we actually shot it. That thing went like stupid viral on TikTok, like Twitter 2.3 million views, 1 million on Instagram. It was great.
What's the Candace clip? I missed it.
She was in prison for 13 years for attempted murder.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Well, she was in prison, but murder was alleged. Yeah. The prison time was served. But me and Tony had a high time. It is probably top to bottom the best show that we've done.
I liked it. It's a good format.
Oh, this last show was the best show.
We're tweaking it. If you're on Patreon, we actually did a practice run. We didn't actually do as well as far as what we were attempting on purpose. But what you were telling me was easier.
Oh, did it help?
Yeah, it did help.
Okay.
But y'all will see one of the funniest shows ever. Get your tickets. They're link in my bio, Patreon, your discounted ticket link. I will post after I shoot this. I forgot to do that. Actually, I gotta get the clip. Josh is working on the clips now, so I'll post the link with the clip. And also join us on Patreon, where you get another episode of Here's the Thing every single week. And if you can't do that, then we love to have you right where you are once a week here. Angel, what you got?
I'm here. Yeah.
Huh?
I said I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah. No, I can't even think. This is what I'm going to say is I'm here. What's going on? Let's jump into the topic.
Let's jump into it. So, friend of the pod, Marlon Wayans got into it with DJ Vlad.
What do you mean? You don't listen to his mixtapes?
No, I don't listen to anything. He is blocked on Twitter, but this thing was so big, and I also follow Marlon. I saw it on his page. And people were screenshotting it, asked to not give Vlad any more.
When did you block Vlad, and why did you block him?
I can't do it with DJ Vlad. I don't like what he represents. I don't like how he handles black culture and hip hop culture. I don't like how he talks about black artists. This Marlon Wayans is another prime example. Go ahead.
So when you dislike a person, you block them preemptively.
Preemptively block them.
Okay, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I never know.
Because otherwise, I be seeing your stuff. I don't want to help you. I don't want to see your stuff.
Because Twitter makes you see other people.
Now, yeah, now it's more like TikTok or your For You page. It just puts on what's popular.
Got it. And you're like, I don't want to see your face.
I don't want to see it.
Okay, got it.
So I campaign for other black people not to go on his platform. I tell them, they're like, yo, Vlad reached out to me. I'll be like, don't go. Don't even take the money.
I know who the people in the comments are like, Angel, he's a culture vote. I know who Vlad is. I didn't understand the part of blocking someone. I'm used to people blocking folk that follow them that they no longer want to see their content. But you're saying blocking so that you don't see that person's content.
Bingo.
Got it. That's all I needed to know.
Big preemptive block. So what happened was it looks like Vlad wanted to interview Marlon Wayans. And it's known that Vlad, I think it's Vlad, Vlad pays for interviews at times, which I can see why artists go on there, both for publicity and for payment, right?
Correct.
So the first thing I saw was Marlon Wayans' tweet, which reads, "You mad? You're unprofessional, my guy. If you don't like the number, keep it moving. You look bad. You should fall back. Mad at a black man stating his number. Now you go public and use your platform to try to drag me. I never dealt with this in my life. Silly negotiating tactic." So Vlad said not mad at all. So what happened was Marlon told him $40,000 plus 30% of the ad revenue from that video was his ask. Vlad said, not mad at all. I find this all amusing because you really think you're worth $40K for an interview? I said, there's nobody on earth that will pay you that, and I've yet to be proven wrong. Throwing out a stupid number for an interview is unprofessional, my guy, because your interviews don't even make 5% of that on every platform you do. And bringing up race when there's no mention of it throughout all your discussion shows how weak of a man you really are. Where's the other thing he said?
It's a bunch.
Oh yeah. So then he was saying he does more numbers than Marlon on social media and screenshot 2 clips of a clip of his of the Breakfast Club and his Marlon's, and Vlad did 764 and Marlon did 291. And then Marlon called him ugly and said your beard was ugly. You look like you're in disguise. And he said he didn't show his face. That was why he said he was ugly. So then Vlad said, Marlon Wayans, I'm sorry that you don't find me attractive. Fortunately for both of us, I'm heterosexual. Between your recent gay photo shoot and your claim of fame dressing up as a woman, this would be the perfect time to fully come out of the closet. Coming out as gay in 2024 will surely revive your declining acting career. And since I turned down your $40K offer for an interview, I'm pretty sure you can get that amount for your first gay porn scene. Marlon Wayans would be an awesome porn name, by the way.
What is happening? This just turned into 5th graders.
Marlon Wayans.
5th graders. Why are you making that?
Come on, man. Like, this nigga shouldn't even be, we shouldn't even be talking, like, and I'm only talking about this out of pure hate and spite. But, like, this man shouldn't even feel like he could talk to Marlon Wayans like that publicly.
He's white. Caucasity will always get you very far.
That's true, but it's just so frustrating that he even has a platform that is relying on black culture. It was the other thing, the black woman he was talking crazy to a couple months ago. And it's like, bro, you don't even know what you're like. Marlon Wayans acting. Marlon Wayans is in this current season of Bel Air.
He's not on the decline.
What are you talking about? He's the most consistent working Wayans, probably him and Damon. But Marlon has
Junior.
And Junior.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking first generation. But even all included, Marlon has been on TV my whole life.
Yeah.
He was 19 in Mo Money. He was like, maybe he was that age or around there in Living Color. And he's done everything. Yeah. He's the only Wayans probably since Keenen that's done any dramatic, dramatic role. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? And White Chicks was one of his many movies. And it's not even the most famous. Scary Movie is infinitely more famous.
I forgot he was in Scary Movie.
Yes, man. Don't Be a Menace is black culture, like, royalty, that parody film. Yes. Him and Sean, and that was way before White Chicks. Like, what are you talking about? I was just
talking to my friend about, he was asking what is the funniest movie ever made? And he was like, there are 3 correct answers. And I was like, well, I said, right now, I would say either Coming to America or Don't. No, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Not Don't Be a Menace.
Dumb and Dumber?
No, not Don't Be
I want to know what you're thinking now.
I'm going to Get You, Sucker.
Oh, but that's Wayne's Family too.
Yes, I know. That's what I realized. Nope. That's not what the hell I meant.
They in the family.
They in the family. I don't.
I think it was in G.I. Joe.
Marlon Wayans is the prince of the Wayans empire. Okay, let's
prince is great. That's a great yes.
There is no question. He is comedic royalty. He's not going anywhere no time soon. He's also a vampire. He's been looking real young for a really long time, just like his older brother. So, and so has what's the brother from the Wayans brothers? Sean. Sean is also aged really well. Yes. Marlon ain't going no goddamn where. No. And just because you didn't want to pay the $40,000 doesn't mean, like, the fact of the matter is Marlon ain't broke.
No, what he charged you was well, I mean, if you pay this price, sure. Like, black folks at some point they're like, well, nigga, get your money. If you're gonna hit him over the head and he goes with it, absolutely. And I'm sure that's why he's gonna be so hard to get out of the paint. Because if you're paying for these interviews and it's exposure for these artists and they're getting paid, like, bruh, it's hard to turn down.
Yeah, very much so.
Especially if you need the bread or the exposure. But it's like,
I mean, 50 Shades of Black, I want to say, is one of his best movies. Only because I was in it.
I was about to say.
Only because I was in it.
Not only does he's a great black artist, he supports black women.
He wrote that role for me.
He did.
I said, thank you, Marlon.
Breesha's Webb be in his films.
She was on the show.
Yeah, he was on that, what's it called? Marlon, right? Yeah. On NBC, was it?
Yes, with Essence.
Essence Atkins, friend of the pod.
Wayans love Essence.
They go call Essence Atkins and get her on the horn.
There's a new show coming out with the Wayans. And
that looks good with Damon and Damon Jr.
Yes. And I was reading for the role, and I said, I called Barisha. I said, have they called Essence yet? Why am I? I said, why am I auditioning for this? Have they called Essence?
I ain't gonna hold you. I realize I am the same way. I am no better. I'm gonna call Angel. I'm gonna call Quinn. I'm gonna call Demure. I'm gonna call Candace. All of whom are from Angel. And if I got $10 million, I'm gonna call Angel.
Hello?
I'm gonna call Demure.
How you doing?
Tamra Jade, she's in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my people because when you already like working with people, this is what people who have bad attitudes in Hollywood don't understand.
Yeah.
Why talent is easy. Angel really put me onto this when I was casting for Churchy. She was like, nigga, you could say I need this role tomorrow and you'll find an actor for tomorrow if you ask at 3 p.m. today. But talent is easy and evenly dispersed. What is not easy, not so easy, is good people, people fun time on set, people on time. So what people often cast for, somebody told me this when I first went to All Def. It was like, I learned this. Somebody was like, should we get this person? This person just had a terrible reputation, and I had worked with them, like not on time, not pleasant on set, all that stuff, and it was a high-paying thing. And they were like, yeah, they're good, but like, does anybody, there was like a room of 12 of us and I was young, so I was being quiet. And they were like, does anybody want to spend 12 hours with that person for even one day? And everybody was like, yeah, not really.
Who'd they say? Who was it? Who'd they say?
I'm gonna text you.
Don't.
I'm gonna text you.
They won't tell. They don't know that
No,
person.
they're gonna tell. So anyway, I say all that to say, I wish I could personally stop Vlad myself.
I don't know if he's ever will be stopped. I think he would have to get severely sick, but then when you got apps like ZocDoc, he'll probably get better because he'll find a doctor easily in his network available, a patient review with verified patients. Listen, guys, you can eat ice cream for dinner anytime, okay? Or you can stay up past your bedtime, but it's not all fun. You also have to do your taxes and figure out what's for dinner every freaking night. Adulting just be having its highs and its lows. And you have to make doctor's appointments. And for that, there's ZocDoc, the healthcare app that makes adulting that much easier. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health to eye care to skin care and much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. We use ZocDoc in the Tanksley household. That is how we dealt with Marcus's herniated disc.
How's his back doing?
He's doing better. He in physical therapy. Again, ZocDoc, thank you. But if it wasn't for that, baby, we'd still be watching him agonize in pain trying to get help. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/SK.
SK?
Oh my gosh.
I was drinking.
To find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/SK.
SK.
ZocDoc.com/SK.
All right, before we move on, Vlad sucks. Don't watch his interviews. I pulled that Onyx clip, Do the Knowledge Nigga. I pulled that because that's where Fredro Starr said it. And I green screened out the Vlad background before I posted it because I don't even want people to know that's where I got it from.
I'm so sorry. He's a strange looking man. I would not have expected that to be his face.
Yeah.
Very strange, and I don't understand how he built his platform and why the black people like
Drama, mess will always lead to clicks. And don't ever.
But why do people want to tell their mess to his show?
He pays.
Oh well, we ain't.
And people
that
love to see people love to see views, and people watch. Here's the other thing.
We ain't doing that.
Don't
over
ever
here
equate like listen. Different arenas have different metrics.
Yeah.
But totally different value. I can not even argue. My video views have gotten more views than Denzel Washington's views on YouTube over my career because I work on YouTube. I would never think anybody would ever think that means I am more famous than Denzel Washington.
Correct.
Right? Marlon Wayans is not a YouTuber. And he don't be, if he was on them, the Breakfast Club, spilling tea and secrets,
that's different.
Guaranteed. But he don't. He be on there talking about positivity and talking about his projects, which exist outside of the internet. People be on Vlad talking about drama and tea and, you know, crime and stuff like that. So that's why. But that don't mean you have more value because you have higher views on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Nigga, are you dumb?
Yes, he is.
Make me sick to my stomach, fam.
Good job. That you nailed that landing.
That's sick to my stomach, fam.
Yeah.
This is for you, Toronto people. I know you probably hate this video, but we're not from Toronto, and it's funny to us.
What I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that you. You don't leave your moms nowhere. You have money and you left your moms there, yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam. But if it's not true, Shorty's just talking shit.
I love that video.
Who is that?
Just a white girl from Toronto with an egregiously exaggerated Toronto accent.
Is that all?
Egregious. You're sick to my stomach, fam. If the business is true,
yeah, I heard the
business is true.
But I didn't know you was sick to my stomach.
You're sick to my stomach,
you
fam.
make me sick.
Smoke that ute. I love how Jamaican patois just finds its way into other cultures.
All that Caribbean
slang.
stuff just
them
is
Jamaicans gonna be like, you gonna
that.
take our words. I mean, maybe they don't ask, but the folks gonna take them Jamaican. In Toronto and London,
Is it all Jamaican? I thought it was different Caribbean.
it probably
influence.
is different. It probably is. But them London people, I remember I was so confused when I started watching British TV because I knew Jamaican Caribbean people in the States. And when I started performing in London and watching their program, I was like, why are they saying Wagwan? Like, that is Wagwan Mayut. That is Caribbean slang. And then I found out why all the Caribbean people moved there.
They went over there.
You know that, lingo is lingo.
And they keep saying that.
But I was very confused.
You said,
I was
why
like, how this all this patois
Why you
stuff?
hang out up there? What you up there talking about like this?
Yeah, sick to my stomach, fam. But in the chat they said heavily Jamaican.
Heavily Jamaican.
Heavily Jamaican.
See, all the black folk I be knowing, they're from they're Bohemian.
Bohemian.
Yeah, from
Grenada.
Yeah, Bohemian. Thank you. From that live up there.
Trini. All right, moving on. This was really interesting. T-Pain reveals that his first deal at just 18 years old was a 15-85 split with a $40 million advance. The label got 85% of his earnings. I was so confused by this writing because I never seen the small number on the left side. In our business, the small number is on the right side.
Yeah.
I said a 1580. He get the 15?
No, he did. He got the 15.
They got the 85?
They surely did.
They got the 85. So
but they
listen to
gave
this
him 40
video.
million.
First deal, that whole first joint was 18. Oh no, it was 1585.
And the label favor.
1585. And they gave me crazy money. So I didn't
Never even thought about it.
didn't even think about it. I didn't even care. Like, bro, they like straight up was like, all right, deal's done. Here you go.
Have you gotten a royalty check before?
Oh yeah, a lot. I still get a lot of royalty. I'm probably never gonna not get royalty checks. And I had to go look at my deal. I was like, oh, I'm about to get paid. And it was like, no, the fuck you're not. And I was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way. Because here's your signature, you stupid piece of shit. That was just from greed. And a bunch of people were like, bro, this is a lot of money. You need to take this. It was a huge advance. It's 40 million. But then 40 M's to complete zero. 40 M's to like negative.
Damn.
Like, straight up, bro. 40 M's to negative.
Like, of course, because you were 18.
Hey, what the fuck? Yeah.
else I do with 40 M's
What you
but
think I'm doing
spend
with
it?
this money?
First off,
I would have taken it.
first
I
deal.
would have taken that 40 M's.
what?
I just threw up in my mouth. Would not have even thought twice about it. Yeah. It could
What
have been a
fine print?
595 split. Give me the 40 million. But I also would still have that 40 million right now. I would have a lot of it.
T-Pain's 39 years old. He signed this when he was 18. 18-year-old Kevin, who just probably finished off a ramen noodle pack. before y'all put $40 million, when I was 18 in 2001, there is a 100% chance that I ate ramen noodles that day. No matter what day. If it was in the year 2001, there is a 100% chance I ate them either out of the cup, which was, oh my God.
Yeah.
We got vegetables in the cup.
Absolutely.
At home, you got to have a pot.
Yeah.
But 100% I ate ramen noodles that day, and now you're offering me $40 million US. I don't care about tax payments. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
I am rich forever.
I was living in income-based housing, not reporting my income, okay? I was paying zero for my townhouse and struggling to keep the heat on. 40 million me. And I would still have at least right now 29 of that 40 million.
I remember when I was in college, I got my first income tax check back where it was like $1,200. I printed out my balance from Bank of America and it was $1,239. I immediately drove to Portland and bought a $500 bass guitar.
Well,
And
you're a fool.
Angel, I had $1,000 for 7 minutes.
You said I gotta get rid
said,
of it.
Oh my, this is.
You said I can't keep this.
I was like, there's 4 digits before the point. It's the first time in my life. And it was many a year before I got back to the point where that account was back over $1,000. I think it probably was, man, me and Melissa had to both be working at banks before my personal account was back over $1,000. Because remember at that time, I listen, I don't know how y'all was living. A piece of my check had to go to the rent set aside every time.
You had to do it in increments.
Oh yeah, I can't just give it all to you at once. I don't make enough per check.
Down.
I gotta give you a piece at a time. Now I don't know that I would waste 40 million, but I'd waste 22. And that's all you need with the taxes. The government probably took what, 35-40% of that?
Yeah, but as long as I don't know what rich living really looks like, my version of rich is still that 40 million is going to last for a very long time. It's going to be like, I'm getting me a 5-bedroom house. And it would have cost me in 2001, maybe $200,000. Okay? In Kentucky, because I'm not moving.
I was about to say, you go down to Kentucky, you going to live good.
I'm going to have a pond.
And you're going to have a backyard as big as this building.
Exactly. I'm going to be living
I'm
good.
have a pond.
I'm going to have a pond, okay? What else do I need? That's it.
Melissa's dad, he's renovating his backyard. He sent her a picture of this backyard, Angel.
I know.
You could fit my whole house and backyard, no hyperbole, in his backyard.
I can believe it.
My whole.
He in Georgia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
His land go all the way back, and then there's woods and a creek run through there, and that's just his backyard. Front yard big, driveway long.
Let me tell you, my uncle was like, you should let the boys come down here for the summer. He said, we got all that land, acres. He said, don't nobody be out there. The only thing that might be out there is bears. Kid you not. He said, only thing be out there is bears. Sir?
That's a big one.
I'd rather a robber, okay?
In the hierarchy of wildlife, that's a big one that you don't want your kids to be. He didn't say it was like raccoons or owls.
No, only thing be out there is bears.
Hey, a little bear
He
attack.
said, well, we got dogs to keep them off. I'm sorry, I'm not the woman that chooses the bear over the man. I'd rather a robber be out there running around chasing the kids.
Oh my God!
Than a bear.
Let them play in the backyard. Little bear scare, put some hair on your chest.
But that's what you get in the country. You get that much acreage that wildlife is like, now you know we live. Some of this is ours too. When your backyard is that large with wildlife, it's like, nigga, we can't go that far away. We will be back in the city. We got to live on this property too.
That's why we have so many coyotes. Rest in peace, Lottie. Because the coyotes are like, we lived here.
Yes.
We don't have nowhere to go. No, y'all keep building houses.
Right.
I seen a coyote coming home from the gym yesterday in the neighborhood.
Wait a minute. First of all, it sounded like the coyote was coming home from the gym. Coyote got a towel around his neck. And I'm sore.
What's up, y'all? My name Wiley, man. I just did legs over
I was like,
down at Crunch Fit.
I was like, why was the coyote coming? Was
My
it
name
doing
Wiley.
jazzercise? But go ahead, son.
Jazzercise. But I saw him in the neighborhood, and I'm like, he's just walking around on concrete. Like, where is the grass?
That's what he's looking for.
That's what he said.
Yes,
Where's the grass?
Where to go?
We just be like, we'll build all over y'all whole landscape.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Move.
Scoot the hell over.
So anyway,
Land, and that's what, if we lived in a place like North Carolina, Atlanta, well, not Atlanta, parts of Georgia, I think, where was T-Pain at? Was he?
where's he born? Tallahassee, Payne.
He was in Tallahassee. Yeah, his think it's because he was young. But
Yeah.
$40 million at 18, my family would have spent it. I would not have spent it.
Well,
on.
then also, as a rapper, you got to keep up with the Joneses. You got to pay for production. You got to buy chains.
You're a church girl like me. There's no such thing as keeping up with the Joneses. You only keep up with Jesus.
Hey!
Ah, glory!
You.
Glory! I would have spent my money going to Disney World. That's really where my money was. Disney, that damn mouse would have gotten most of that money.
You know what I saw today? Do you remember Disney had that hotel that was a Galactic Star Cruiser themed?
Yeah,
It's closed.
of course. Couldn't nobody afford to go there?
That thing.
Why didn't you just go ahead and go, Kevin? What took you so long?
I thought I had time.
Kevin, never think you have time. Time is not promised. Never
That's why I
think
be
that.
wanting to have donuts. You know that, right?
But that's not what we're talking about.
No, because I'd be like, what if I died in a car accident and then I didn't eat a
But you've
donut?
had several donuts in your life. You've experienced.
But I need one that day.
No, you don't.
No
you
man know the
needed
day
to
nor the
guard
hour.
the Galactica Star Stardust.
I never
What was
thought
it
that
called?
Galactic Star Cruiser.
That's what I said.
No, my mind fixed it for you.
Thank you.
But I thought I had time. That hotel lasted like 18 months.
Who was going to afford? They were charging how much a night?
It was crazy. And I didn't realize this. They made people do 2 nights like a cruise because it was supposed to be like an immersive experience.
How much was it, Kevin?
I don't know. I didn't. When I was looking at it, it wasn't open yet. But when I was reading about it, it was like every complaint was the prices are out of control. It was easily, I think, over $1,000 a night for any room.
Oh, $1,000 a night is not great, but it's not terrible. I thought you were going to say like it was $5,000-$10,000 a night, and if that's the
Oh
case,
no, I don't know about that.
I better orgasm as soon as, and not metaphorically, physically, swooshing in my drawers.
Why would a Star Wars hotel bring
I
you
don't
to
know, but
climax?
that's what I want when I pay that much money. When I pay that much money, I better be. I better not even have to DJ. It just needs to happen. The explosion. There was a tweet that said, I didn't know that DJing was so much easier on your stomach than on your back. And of course, it took me a second to be like, why are people DJing on their stomach? I was like, that seems very counter and like that's a terrible party. First of all, why is the DJ on their face? And then once I figured out they meant masturbation, I was like, oh, these girls is dumb. I can't believe they were doing it the other way around ever. Women like to work too hard. That's just stupid.
How do you?
You lay on your stomach.
But then your body's on the. Oh, you lift your legs up.
Lift your legs up. How you gonna lift your legs up on your stomach?
You're laying all the way down,
Yes.
flat.
Flat. I don't want to do this is why I don't understand. We're gonna go a little further than what y'all expected. I don't understand why women actually enjoy a dildo. That means you're having to work your arm. I don't want to do a workout. Just want to bust a nut. That's all I want to do.
Bust a nut.
That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But if you're on your stomach, you can use your hips and you can keep your hand a little more still. See, you guys don't
more
have
you
that
know.
advantage. Well, no, y'all can actually do it in just about any position.
Listen, you.
Y'all can do it in any position.
Boy, let me tell you what. That helmet get to rolling. You could be laying in the back seat with your knee twisted. It don't take no never mind. You could be sitting here like this. I think I'll rub that helmet now.
I think I can make that happen.
I think I can do it just like the thinking man. I could
You
sit
can
there.
have no hands. I'm gonna figure this out. Don't worry.
I can sit like Abraham Lincoln Monument. I figured this thing out. It don't take me no never
That's
mind.
exactly what he's doing in the monument. But you know what? The seasons are transitioning, all right? And sometimes it's really hard to transition your wardrobe from summer to fall. But luckily, Quince offers timeless and high quality items that you are going to adore. And it'll ensure your wardrobe stays fresh and doesn't blow your budget. Like cashmere sweaters from $50, pants for every occasion, washable silk tops, and so much more. The best part is all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Oh my goodness. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and premium fabrics and finishes. That is what I love. So let me tell you some of the cute items that I love from Quince. First of all, their dresses. Oh, they're so like lightweight. They give you such a luxurious, very cutesy, very demure, yes, look. One of the ones I love is the Tencel Jersey Fit Flare dress. I also absolutely adore the washable stretch silk high neckline dress. It does definitely give you a very, very polished look, which I think you will love. And the price point is amazing. Make switching seasons a breeze with Quince high-quality closet essentials. Go to quince.com/SK. For free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Wow. That's QUINCE.com/SK. To get free shipping and a 365-day returns. Quince.com/SK.
SK. Now, in a story of triumph, T-Pain said he's made more money in 4 years playing video games than making music. Listen to his words here.
Now, my boy T-Pain, who I host the Nappy Boy Radio podcast with, he has made some big bucks in the last 4 years, but it's not from music.
Really? So what's the hustle, honey? Because I want to know.
Well, the secret is out, but let's let him tell it.
And I like to ask, almost all of our podcast guests, like what their different revenue streams are, like where they're getting their money. And we've essentially just try to download information for us to sharpen our game. Mine is mostly video games. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, you're making money on Twitch? I'm making more money off of video games than I've made in the last 4 years. No, just playing them. Wait, you're making money playing video games. Absolutely. So that's playing them on Twitch.
So strange.
I love watching that. I love watching gamers play.
I love watching them too. And Payne went on to say that he's actually trash playing video games. So he's not sure why people love to watch them, but it is bringing in the money. So
we are doing this all wrong.
Yeah,
we are getting out of bed. We are coming here.
Yes, we are
fighting traffic.
Yeah.
We are putting lashes on, hair and makeup on, which we're all miserable in.
Waxing,
and he's at home in his pajamas getting pizza, pay, playing Mario Kart.
On Twitch.
I was leaving a restaurant once, y'all, and a Twitcher, and a gamer came out.
All right, we got
he
it.
He was maybe.
What a wonderful world we live in, where a musician makes more money
Playing video.
And
his songs are huge.
He's in.
Yeah, he's not like one of them obscure, like only a sector of black people really who love this type of music. Everybody loves a Tallahassee Payne song. He's not just as an artist, but then as a producer. Can you believe we almost had him for Crafts and Cocktails?
We're this close. That ain't.
Yeah.
I remember where this summer.
Come on and sing, Kevin.
Snap your fingers. Do yourself. You can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. Convict music, nappy boy. Rolling with me. I'm a blind.
This was one of the last artists I remember listening to on a Walkman.
Oh.
Really?
Because this is when iPods started rolling out.
Oh my goodness. The fact that you
Wait, you had a CD player.
Yeah, man.
We in the bed like. Well, you know
are
he didn't
an
have a
odd
tape.
millennial.
I love music though,
You
man.
you never fit the bill of like other people your age.
And I had 2 iPods. I broke them both. I washed them.
What was your? Did you have an iPod, Angel?
When I was grown, of course. Because when did iPods come out?
They came out when I was in college. 2000 what? 2 or 3?
Dang.
I remember.
I didn't have the first one. I had the iPod, like one of the
Nano?
the minis. I had a Nano. That's the one I washed. But I had an iPod, one of the color ones. I had a green one.
The first one was the silver one with the circle on it,
the
right?
4 buttons on top of the circle.
November 1st, 2001. Oh, it's discontinued. It just got discontinued in 2022.
I want you to know that when my son Kai found one of my iPods,
It's such a cool concept.
you would have thought he found the treasure or the hidden city of Atlantis. He was like, "Mama, can I charge it and can I listen to it?"
93 was
feel free.
93 was a sweet spot, man.
Yeah,
That was
great.
1993.
But your dad.
No. I'm talking about
Oh, you were born
like
in
me
93.
me being able to have I experienced all the I grew up not with social media.
Yeah.
It soft launched for me when I was like a senior in high school.
When does MySpace come along?
MySpace came along when we were. Well, came along and
Facebook.
when it was like the most
I know it was
popular.
before
Like
Facebook.
2003,
Because I was like,
2004.
Facebook's stupid. You can't put no backdrop. You
Right.
can't do
2003, August 1st,
I
2003.
can't code on Facebook.
It came out in
MySpace has a-
2003.
MySpace currently has a seat. I didn't know MySpace was still active.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So is Black Planet.
People be on there
I can log into my Black Planet
right now.
right now. Hold on.
I never had a Black Planet. I was aware, but I felt like it was for grown folks, and I didn't have a good email address.
And listen, I love my little picture on Black Planet. Let me see.
It's who is still using MySpace?
other people are actively using it. I
Why
just
do they
think
have a
it's
CEO?
it's
What
ru-
are y'all
I just
doing
think it's
over there?
running. I don't know. MySpace Tom doesn't even. I don't even think he'd be a part of it like that.
Angel, you are.
Black Planet. I don't know.
Somebody posted on there 23 hours ago.
Yeah. Wisdom.
Let me see. Angel, how do you remember the password to this?
I don't know.
What is your name on here?
Angel Akita, I'm sure.
Angel, you look young and exactly the same.
Exactly the
Angel
same.
Lakita.
I told you. And
Hey,
it's
you
cute
didn't even
look-
do 2 L's.
No.
You wrote that other Lakita running.
Just push it together, but it's upsetting because people think it's Angela Ketta. And I'm like, no, dummy.
Your last post was 12 years ago, and I quote, I can't believe I was able to log back into my Black Planet page. It's been about 10 years.
That's going to be all my posts. That's going to be all my posts.
Wow.
Yeah, Black Planet. Marcus's username was Slim77 or Slim76 or something like that.
Wow.
Oh, they don't have, but they erased all of my, this is called a legacy post
Oh wow.
that I have.
Legacy, just like Delta. So also, I wanted to talk about T Grizzly, who Juge was putting me on to. T Grizzly has what's called, and listen, I'm
Server.
outside of my depth. He has his own server. Explain to the
So
people.
custom servers are like custom worlds or custom societies,
In Grand Theft Auto, by the way.
specifically in GTA.
Okay, thank you.
And that alone, I would say, saved the entire growth of Grand Theft Auto, like especially during the pandemic.
Yes.
But a lot of real money goes into that, and that's how T Grizzly be making crazy bread.
He makes this article on Afrotech says
Like if
T
we want,
Grizzly,
like we could join his server and like he'll be playing. If you play Grand Theft Auto, that map you might run into him, like actually him playing. It's a
Okay.
lot of different people playing together on one what they call server. So that's one thing that we
it's
all
his
have access
own
to.
Grand Theft Auto world that is insular to the other
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
So 2K has them. 2K has societies. I don't know what 2K's is called, like the career mode, whatever that is. You can go play with your people if you want to run and have a team and go play other teams
Got
within
it.
that same society.
he makes $50,000 a week.
Okay.
T Grizzly
So he's almost got as much as you.
Not including the
playing Grand Theft Auto.
not including like the Twitch check. That's just.
That's just from the server.
I believe that's just from the server.
I want to do a Twitch, but I don't think I can do no more stuff. But I can.
That's what I say. You will find a way.
I'll find a way.
You will have Twitch going while you're doing this, while you're doing
I
something
got a Twitch going right now. It's called Kevin on Stage's Backpage Side Stage. Also, I just think what T-Pain said about him not being good at video games, the people who make money gaming are not often the best technically skilled gamers.
The best people don't make as much money as them.
No, because people want to be entertained. Kai Cenat never professes to be the best video gamer. PewDiePie was not the best video gamer. People like Ninja were really good gamers, but they're personality based. That's why T-Pain, his music, his charisma, Riz as the kids call it,
Riz,
that translates into
he be doing anything
entertainment
on that Twitch
he's
stream
he's
too.
also
He'll edit
very
his own
funny.
music videos. He'll be
well, that's a
making
good
music.
time.
He'll have people play the music that they're working on. Like he creates a community that people fiend to be a part of.
That sounds dope. This is why I be telling my son, why are you not streaming right now? Why are you not posting?
Oh yeah, RDC streams too.
Was about to say, my child, he actually did a really good concept. He did a video for his YouTube channel, and he was doing Super Smash Bros. And he did it at I'm my little brother's bodyguard. So he changed the game for himself. He could only win if he was able to keep Kai alive and keep him on the platform.
Oh, nice.
He was like, even if I actually win the match, if Kai is not alive at the end of the match, I have lost the match. I was like, great concept. You can hear them arguing in the background because Kai is jumping off the platform. He's like, Kai, where are you going? He's like, my bad, bro. I was like, this is such a good, I said, very good creativity.
That is good.
This is what I like, sir.
Sign him to Kevin on Stage Studio. Get my children's division going. That is actually a really great concept. And that's what I'm saying. Like, in order to cut through the noise of YouTube, I mean, noise by like everybody else is posting stuff, I would click on a video that said, I can only win if I keep my little brother alive. Yeah. I would be like, let me see what this is going on. And I'm 41. Yeah. I would just be like, that's a good title. If I was their age, they're the hugest consumers of that content. Them YouTubers, Coco Melon and Miss Rachel and Blippy and them, Dude Perfect, we was talking about that. Mr. Beast, they were saying
Lil
this.
Ryan,
Lil Ryan about to be just Ryan now.
I know.
He got to be middle school age now, ain't he?
He got a whole movie coming out, and then Miles, the music boy, just wrote a song for him, and the song was amazing.
Miles, the music boy.
You don't know Miles. You don't know Miles. You know Miles.
Ryan, I don't know Miles. Oh,
Miles, the music
savant.
kid. Yes, the music boy.
He plays all the instruments.
He finds all different types of random things to make music with.
He did a song for the soundtrack.
He's putting an album out.
I can believe he will, but he has a song that just hit Apple Music for Ryan's movie that's coming out, and the song's amazing.
That's crazy. Ryan's 12 now.
Wow. But that's his parents. See, it's his parents that had the vision and had the know-how to exploit their child for everybody's game.
And that's it. I had my kids right there, and I was too busy worried about how they would turn into adults and what that industry was doing
and
to them.
they still going to turn into adults. And
you know
they
what
did,
I was
and
thinking?
he did.
Angel, let me tell you what I was thinking.
What was you thinking?
When I came back from the gym with the Coyotes today. Mm-hmm. Isaiah was like, we were talking to him for real, like, did you really want to move out? And he was like, honestly, it felt like a lot to go from high school to moving to my own apartment or even dorm. He's like, by 2 years, I for sure want to be out, right? Mm-hmm. So that 2-year time period will coincide with Josiah, who is like, I am going to NCAT. Mm-hmm. There is a possibility that instead of an ease off of one child moving and then the other child moving 2 years later, there's a possibility that in the summer of 2020,
you will become empty nesters. Like, poof.
In one summer, I could lose both my babies. And Joe said he wants to take Monty. Not happening. I don't know what you think he is, a California dog.
This is what you do to help mitigate that.
Okay.
Do like my mama did. You move away first.
Strike first.
Yes.
Preemptive move.
That's exactly.
Go to Atlanta.
Get out of here.
Kevin State Studios South.
You got to get out of my mother. I don't think I even had all of my clothes in my drawer at campus. She was, all right, I'm in Baltimore.
Low key, that's what my dad moved to Spain and they moved to El Paso. They was like, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, what you finna do?
What you finna do with your life? You gotta make some choices.
This is good.
Yeah.
I could get the land. Yeah. People in LA probably lead the league in looking for houses in the South.
Oh my God. Cause we are like, what is this?
What is this? Why do we need to do this?
I don't know, but we make so much money off of our house. It's ridiculous. The amount of money I have in equity on the house we just bought is dumb. And you didn't had your house for way longer. Yeah.
It was a good investment.
I said, that's what told Marcus. I said, it don't matter if we're ever broke. We're never broke.
Listen, I don't talk about things often, but I own a home in a state or two. Them other states, that equity be like $4.
You made that change that you asked for back from the stove.
$7.
It'd be small.
$10. But that California house, if you can get in.
That's all you gotta do.
If you can get them, we went to the Bruno Mars concert. Let me tell y'all this real quick. And we've been doing these podcasts longer since we came back, and we don't do the other podcasts. I want to tell y'all something.
What'd you say now, huh?
We've been doing these episodes have been longer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because we don't have to rush to do the next thing.
Right. We don't have to do the other one. Yeah.
Me and Melissa took Joe and McKinley to the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. That's the new Clippers stadium. I mean, the new Clippers arena. Bruno Mars opened it up. We went on the second day. I'm going to talk about real estate. That's what got me to it. This Intuit Dome is a completely hands-free
Phone
system.
free. You saw the facial recognition?
Yes. If you set up your profile with your phone, you accept the tickets. You don't have to take your phone out of your pocket to get into the venue nor to buy anything. You go into those, like, the LAX store, you can go in without, you like scan it and all that. You can go, we walk into, grab a burger, Kevin, $8.50, and you walk out of the little place. It is crazy. The reason I brought that up is all those houses in Inglewood who got that house before the Clippers and the Rams stadium went up there and the Forum was revitalized, them people's equity went
Probably doubled, right?
Probably more than that. They were the houses they paid to that they were buying to make that stadium.
Oh yeah,
that stadium is in the neighborhood.
They were like
There's
here.
a fish fry place across the street.
And that's the other thing. All them businesses around there. I mean, Josh, that stadium is more in the neighborhood than any other stadium. It's like fish place, liquor store, Intuit Dome, hotel.
How far is it from the Forum?
It's across the street.
I don't know. It's not across the street. That's the SoFi.
Yes, SoFi.
SoFi is right.
But SoFi is a block over.
SoFi is very close.
You
No,
can see
I'm talking
SoFi
about that.
from the Forum. Yes.
Yeah, it's like the 3 block back to back down the line.
Oh, so you're saying it's right there it's a trifecta right there.
Because the Forum and SoFi share that parking lot.
And so we're talking about where is what is it called? Clippers.
Intuit Dome.
Intuit is right next to SoFi.
Oh.
It's not, Josh.
You couldn't see it? You couldn't see Sophie?
Hold on. Let me see. It's in that area, but it ain't right.
I want that money.
Man.
I want it.
Now, they are going to gentrify you, but they're going to pay you a little bit.
Yeah, of course it's going to be gentrified.
Hold on. SoFi Stadium and Intuit Dome.
Property taxes are bad, but they just is what
Josh
they are.
is absolutely right. It is a 3-minute drive, a 21-minute walk. I did not see. Oh, it's further this way.
It's half a block south, but half a block being on the next corner.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, they all share parking.
Sense. That makes the sense.
That was the one thing that the black people who own houses in there really, because Inglewood is a black area, and they came in with them billions of dollars and was like,
okay.
How much would it cost to turn them whites only pies into nigger pies? How about we turn you into nigger pies? It's about 4 5 miles.
About 4 5 miles? 4 5 miles? Okay.
All right, let's move on. Y'all put in here the very demure trend.
Very demure. Very mindful.
Did you catch
very
this?
Very considerate. Yeah, that's the very top of it.
Melissa put me onto this, and this is how I know them phones be stealing data. Oh, yeah. She showed me this very demure on her phone.
And they
And my phone said, "You want to? I can
gotta
show
see
you.
it.
I show you these.
Yeah, you gotta see it. Oh yeah, no,
You hate this, Indy?
I have been sending this like 2 weeks ago. I think I was like, oh my God, this is so funny to me. You see how I go through the airport watching this woman, I think she uses she pronouns, sweating through the airport. You see, that's more so what had me cracking up because she looked toe down. You see how I go through the TSA? I'm very considerate. I don't stop. I'm very mindful. You see how I get to the gate? Yes, I'm very cutesy with it.
Very demurtsy.
Yes, very demurtsy. I thought it was so funny. There was another one where she was in Vegas.
Yeah.
And she was like, you see how you do Vegas? I'm about to go to the CVS. You see how I'm covering up? I'm not going to show how my lace front has throw up and tequila in it because I'm very demure. My shirt has a little makeup, has a little beer, has a little tequila. It's very demurtsy.
What? The Patreon is so annoyed by this.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, J-Lo got in on it?
That's what I heard. See, this is the thing. I saw Jules. I ain't seen everybody else do it.
Oh,
I haven't seen anyone else do it.
I've seen them all.
All the way down is little by little. Very elegant, swelling it. Demure, mindful.
I don't like how she says it, personally.
The thing is, I believe this is the, somebody said this about this trend. They were like, I hate that how simple people are when somebody says something, it catches on. And then people say it all over the place. And somebody was like, boy, I hate to tell you about the 90s. The only difference is we got it from TV and movies. Right. Do you remember what that?
Who doesn't remember?
That thing went from that to The Office. Mm-hmm. That had years of run.
It's all the same. That's where, how do you think we get slang?
Yes.
That's all it is.
Black folks, I mean, not just black folks, but people quote movie lines forever.
Me and my son, because I was like, I'm going to give it another try, but I really wasn't watching, so I didn't. I had him, all of my kids, we were watching Nacho Libre. They never seen it. Little Marcus didn't realize he had been quoting lines from Nacho Libre.
Really?
Yes.
Because of you?
No, because they are things that kids quote.
Oh, got it. Just in the zeitgeist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when he, what's one of the lines that are quotable from
Nacho?
Yeah, Nacho.
The best.
Yes.
Yes. It was the best.
Yeah, yes.
I don't have ego powers. I believe in science.
Yes.
Sucks to be me right now.
He was literally quoting them, and I was like, you see? Because I asked him, I was like, I want to watch something. Who's one of your favorite comedic actors? Because he said he wanted to watch comedy. He was like, I guess maybe Jack Black. And I was like, okay. I was like, have you seen all the Jumanji? He was like, yeah. I was like, what about Nacho Libre? He was like, no. I said, okay, let's put that on. And the fact that he already knew the lines, I'm like, that's this.
That's exactly what this is.
That's exactly, it's what it is you hear something that sounds odd yet funny,
Yeah.
and then everybody's like, we'll say it.
Just let your soul glow. People, Bye Felicia became so much a part of culture. People were saying it and didn't even know it came from Friday anymore. It's just a thing people say on the internet now. What's crazy about this
Phaedra
very...
did that. Go ahead.
Who?
Phaedra.
Oh, Phaedra. Mm-hmm. I thought you said Fantasia. The thing about Very Mindful, she said that phrase has changed her life. Mm-hmm. She's able to pay for her transition surgery, able to quit her job. This thing has been going since like early August.
Lord.
The brand deal, she did a Verizon brand deal.
She was just on Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, but without the B.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, RuPaul was the host.
Of Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, he was a substitute host.
I'm going to ask you something.
Yeah.
How are late night TV shows surviving?
Middle of America.
They still watch it?
Yes.
I see the clip, but I can't remember the last time I turned a late night show on.
Most people don't even watch network TV. Let's just start there. They might watch a show like an Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
But Middle of America is the one that's keeping the CSIs on, the NCIS on, which also means they end up keeping on the late night talk shows as well. Because it's not us. It is not us.
The one I watched more like real time was Arsenio when I was a kid. I thought that was the coolest show
Well, that's
ever.
the only way you could watch it.
Yes, true. That's true.
It's
Dang.
real time. There was no such thing as, I'm going to watch that later. No, you missed it. It's gone forever. You will never see it again. You're going to have to let somebody tell you about it because it does not exist anymore.
You talk about water cooler moments. You had to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I want to move on to. Sexy Red.
And this is old, actually.
Yeah, this is absolutely old, but I think she just put it together now. I remember hearing about this early.
Because she said that she had sold out these different lip gloss. So I'm like, why is she posting like she just now putting this out?
I don't know, but she has turned the internet on its head. Friend of the pod, friend of the musical angel.
Yeah.
So you don't have to say nothing.
No, I think it's disgusting, but,
These are
big up to her.
These are the titles of Sexy Red.
I'm not wearing gonorrhea on my lips.
Coochie juice.
Any lips.
Booty hole brown. Nut.
Nut.
I'm going to say pee hole pink.
Pussy pink?
Hole, though.
Pussy hole pink. Because that is the part that's pink.
Yellow discharge. Gonorrhea. Blue balls. And the finality, sex on my period.
Sex on my period. Yeah. Got the sex on my period lip gloss right here. It's a nice deep red because this is more so the beginning of the cycle.
It made me sick to my stomach, fam.
It's what she knows is that shock factor makes her money.
Yes.
And she's like, why would I change that? So I saw these lipstick colors about 2 years ago. Like when she was talking about, she said, when she was on her interview, she said, I'm a marketing genius.
She is.
She's like, I got a lip gloss called Gonorrhea. And that thing sold out so fast. She said, that thing sold out so fast.
Yellow discharge is just wild, man. It is.
It is.
That is tough. That
is.
That is a tough sell. Gonorrhea, man.
Gonorrhea is like I said, I don't want gonorrhea on any version of my lips. And I don't understand how people go, let me go buy that.
Nut?
Well, that
Just nut?
that I think the girls are used to by now.
Man, there's not even like, oh, this one's not so bad. I was trying to find the,
Pussy hole pink is probably the one that's the least disgusting, in my opinion. That's probably the least disgusting out of all the ones that you named. I'd be like, okay, it is. Pussy hole's pink.
I wonder how she's gonna sell.
What you mean?
Because I believe you only need to market to your audience.
Yeah, and they
And
want
we
that.
are old blacks.
Yeah, we're not getting that, but her audience definitely
But
is.
a 20-year-old who loves Sexy Red's music, even if it's a gag,
That's what I'm saying.
gift.
One, it's hilarious. Okay, this is like Spencer's.
that's what it reminds me of.
This is like
I
going to
literally
Spencer's.
we used to see some versions. It's like Garbage Pail Kids. Remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Yeah,
They
we
were
used
like
to love
boogers,
disgusting.
doo-doo.
Yeah,
We were
this
like,
is-
ha ha.
This is just with more adult vulgar words. But yeah, no, she's not doing anything new in the sense of shock stuff is always sold.
Absolutely.
She's just not afraid to really be 100% and lean into her brand.
1,000%.
I think just for us like oldies, we're like, have you no decorum?
We
have
turning
you
into
no,
them parents.
Have you no couth? And the answer is no, she doesn't. And that she's okay with that. She's like, actually, no, I have no decorum. I have no couth, but I do have millions of dollars and 2 baby daddies that I said F my baby daddies.
Just 2 baby dads?
Her first one ain't about her first and second child ain't about the same.
Oh, I remember that comedian Keep Your Distance said, y'all are selfish. I gave every one of my kids their own dad.
When I tell you, God,
Sweet baby Keita. That thing
she was hilarious.
I will never forget that joke.
Oh, I won't either.
I've never had heard somebody flip that like that. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Sharing dads? I would never.
God was trying to figure out me and my sister's father situation. He was like, how come you and Aunt Melissa ain't got the same daddy? He said, I'm confused. It came down, this is what it came down to. My nephew was out here during his birthday. Him and his grandfather, my sister's dad, have the same birthday. So he called to talk to him to wish him happy birthday. And I was like, okay. And he said, so my son is watching his cousin talk to his grandfather. Mm-hmm. And he said, wait a minute, is that my granddaddy on the phone too? I said, well, kind of. I was like, it's your Aunt Melissa's dad. He said, how she got a different daddy than you? I said, Grandma wanted to make babies by different people. He said, oh, okay, that makes sense. He was like, oh, okay. I said, Mommy only wanted to have babies by one person, and Grandma wanted to have babies by a couple of different folk. He was like, oh, okay.
When you put it like that, it doesn't make it seem nearly as taboo as the world does.
Yeah. He's like,
oh. We all make our choices.
Yeah. He's like, that makes sense. I was like, see? Real easy.
And then he just goes back to being like,
right. He's like, now this water park here. Can we get on all the slides?
oh my God. I'd be so curious to see what she makes.
Erica said, I threw my mother under the bus. No, she threw herself under. Man, that's not what I did. No, but he got it. He was like, oh, okay. He didn't take nothing of it. He just didn't understand it first. You curious to what she will do to what?
No, I'm trying to see how much. I'm curious to see how well this will sell. Because lip gloss is not very expensive, is it?
No, it's not expensive to manufacture. And also it's when I think about merch, and things that are easy to get to your audience, lip gloss, stuff that doesn't have sizing to it.
Yes.
And then lip gloss is kind of universal. Not that every woman wears lip gloss, but you'll find more women will wear lip gloss than lipstick.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, lipstick is so personal to what shades look good on your skin versus lip gloss is literally it doesn't really matter the color it's coming out of the tube. It's going to look clear on your lips.
Absolutely.
So yeah, no, it's a smart.
Lip gloss just makes your lips shiny, right?
It makes your lips shiny. Some have a little bit of a tint to it, just
like yellow
a little
discharge, or
like I'm sure it'll just be more golden than the rest. But
is yellow a color you would have as a lip gloss?
Well, this is like a what would you call this? Like a brownish.
That's
like
booty hole brown. Light booty hole brown.
Yeah, it's a light booty hole brown. So, I don't think.
But I don't know if would that show that much on your lips?
That's what I'm saying. These all come out clear, regardless. On your lips. You're not going to be like, I see a twinge of yellow. It's only when they're a little bit more opaque that you begin to see like the shades. So more than likely these will be on the clearer side.
Yeah.
But in the tube, you'll see a twinge of color to give it the nastiness that you're thinking about. Somebody said sexy red is not demure or very mindful.
No,
I don't think she wants to be. She wants to be sexy.
The next thing I want to talk about, and the Patreon put me onto this because I completely missed it.
What?
Roland Martin, friend of the pod.
Yes.
Got into a beef with, now he has an apostrophe, but I don't know if it's Jamal Green or Jamal. He's a Chicago activist. So apparently they were chirping back and forth on Twitter. And Jamal Green or Jamal, I don't know again how it's pronounced, pulled up on Roland Martin at an event. Here's the audio. I mean, you weren't going to really able to see it. Here's the...
Yesterday, you tweeted
This was at a church that was hosting, from what I can tell, what I can gather, This was at a church that was hosting a DNC event. And oh my God, he made his profile picture Roland Martin's face.
When I tell, like, please tell them the whole story, because when I tell you, I was like, it's very interesting the way people see things differently.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, I guess they had, he had put something on Twitter about, make sure you know these candidates' policies.
Who's he? Roland or the guy?
Jamal or
Okay.
whatever, Jay. Make sure you know these people's policies, referring to the politicians that we're going to vote in, And I think kind of like the insinuation, I think some people at this moment in time feel like if you are not pro Kamala, then you might as well be pro Trump. So any type of like pushback on like, wait a second, don't get all excited. See what type of policies. There are people who like, it don't matter right now. You got to vote for her, right? Those are a lot of the two sides of the coin. So when Jay put that type of statement, according to him, Roland Martin was like, you're stupid, basically. You're dumb, you're ignorant, whatever.
Roland Martin be talking like that too.
Yes. And not only that, he took it a step further, talked about it on his show.
Filtered?
I guess so. Yeah, that sounds right. And put the tweet out there. I don't know if he added the boy, but put the man, out there. This man took great offense to it. It was like, I'm going to see you out here, and I want you to explain yourself calling me stupid. Now, he thinks that he went to Roland in a very non-aggressive, conversational tone. He was like, my hands were by my side for 2 seconds.
No, it was an aggressive pull up. There was a twinge of violence on the horizon. One would assess that if he was met with the same energy, it would have ended in violence. Some sort of violence. Yeah.
And I don't even like to use the word aggressive when describing black people even if they're punching someone in the face, I still be like, it seemed as though they were in more of a defensive mode or offensive mode. Anyways, he in his mind thinks this was a reasonable reaction to. And luckily, I was looking at the comments under the tweet, and I feel like there were a lot of people who are also seeing it my way and being like, it feels like
1,000%.
It feels like you just took this to a level that it wasn't.
Definitely keep that same energy in person. What you finna do, followed by a pants pull up.
And not just, I was like, I would have no idea. People say crazy stuff to me all the time. I would not recognize them face to face. They could even be like, I told you, bitch, on Instagram. You remember I said, you and your kids is ugly. I'll be like, show me the comment, girl, because I don't remember you.
Listen, we make a lot of videos over here. If I didn't do it this morning, the chances of I'm remembering is very low.
Very low. So I was like, did Roland even know who he was? Like, that'd be like if you clap back at somebody who said something silly to you, right? And they show up to one of your shows, if you did meet and greets, and was walking up to you like, hey. And no, I'm not even trying to say that to be shady. You don't really have many opportunities for people to just interact with
1,000%.
you. But if they came up to you was like, all right, so now say it to my face, you'd be like,
say what? What did I say the first time? Show me the video where I said, because I do 2 or 3 a day a lot of times.
Yes, I do.
So which one did I? How did I offend you?
Yes.
Let me know.
Tell me what I said. I don't remember. So that was also where I was like, what is this baby talking about? How does he know that Roland know who he is? Did he say, hey, you remember me? You called me stupid. And I'm like, Roland probably, like you said, calls people stupid all the time.
Bro, I've been following Roland on Twitter for a long time. He don't mince no words. I've never seen nobody pull up on him. And on Jamal's timeline, it's like, yeah, nigga, that's what you talk about. Hold these people accountable, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you what I wouldn't do and no matter what, and I don't talk crazy to people like that. I might make fun, but I try to do as much light as possible. But I can say that's why you keep security around, because you never know. You never want somebody to pull up on you with bad intentions if you ain't no violent person, you know, Roland was like, oh, come on, man. I'm 50 plus.
He's like, I don't want this. Somebody said he also ran for office, so he's pretty known. I don't know anyone in any state that I don't live in.
He ran for office?
The J dude. I don't know anyone in any state that ran for office.
What did he run for? I don't live in Chicago.
But I'm saying,
yeah.
if I am not in that city, in a resident in that city, that I would be voting for them, I don't know them, especially if they lost.
Oh, he ran for mayor.
Especially if he lost. He ain't the mayor. I wouldn't know who you know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't win, I don't know you.
Who the current mayor of Chicago is Brandon something?
I only know Lori Lightfoot, and that's because of Aaron. No, that Aaron
Brandon
is
Johnson.
her other character.
Corporate Aaron.
Corporate Aaron is the other character.
Hi, I'm Lori Lightfoot.
Why is the real person's name leaving my head?
Lori Lightfoot.
No.
Lisa Beasley.
Lisa.
You know your brain can't hold all them different
Lori,
names.
Aaron, and I was like, none of these are her real name. I would not know the mayor of Chicago if I don't. Does Roland live in Chicago?
No, I think he's in Chicago just for the DNC.
Yeah, so.
Oh, Brandon. Got you.
My point is.
I mean, Jamal.
My point is, even though Roland is in politics, if he is not in the city where the person is, even if they ran for office, there might be still a huge chance he doesn't know who the hell this person is.
1,000%. I only know the mayor of Chicago because after Lori left, I remember hearing that name, and we were just in Chicago, and the mayor was at the event. Mm-hmm. They're like, the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, is here. And I was like, oh, cool. I don't think I know the mayor of the city I live in. I know the mayor of LA is Karen Bass, but like the mayor of my city
of San Fernando Valley
could be him. And
I don't think we get mayors. I think we fall under. I know under Karen.
Okay, we do.
Yeah,
because I know like Burbank has their own mayor.
Because Burbank is a different city.
Yeah. How you get like
Beverly Hills? They got a mayor.
90210.
I think so. I think they got a mayor.
Oh yeah, because they got their own police department.
Yeah, but we fall right under Karen.
Okay.
Yeah. So anybody else? So a long story short is that I think people think that other people be knowing them and people don't be knowing them.
Yeah, but I think Roland probably knew that man.
You think? I think after the fact.
I think in Roland's business, he would know the Chicago mayor who.
He was never the mayor.
No, I'm saying who. I mean, the person who ran for mayor. I think Roland probably knows who he is.
I think that's a far. I think that's.
You think so?
Yes. The losing person. How many people, first of all, run for mayor? Let's just start there. I think you think that 2 people ran.
That's what I'd be thinking.
More than 2 people ran. 2
viable candidates.
Yeah, more than 2 people ran. You probably might know the 2 front runners.
Yeah, I think. We don't live in Chicago, so I don't know if Jamal was a viable candidate. All I know is Brandon Johnson won. I didn't know Jamal ran for mayor until this thing.
Who ran against Karen Bass?
Peretti, something?
You know what he looked like?
Is it even Peretti?
See, this is what I'm saying. Kevin, you don't even know
who. He was a white dude. I know that. Hold on. I just threw a name out.
Yeah. Hanukkah said that 10 people ran for mayor last year. This is not, I'm sorry.
Rick Caruso.
Peretti? That's somebody from a movie. Peretti?
Peretti is, Chelsea Peretti is that actress from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
See? See? That's what I'm saying. And listen, granted, I'm not great with names to begin with, but when I look at those ballots, because I vote every election and I research everybody. As soon as I vote, I forgot about everybody else.
It's like college. When I cram for that test, when I take the test is took.
Yes.
The brain's like, get it out of there.
I'm over there researching the daggone propositions, which in California, we got about 50 every ballot. Then I'm researching all of the people that I get to vote for.
Yep.
You think I'm going to remember who I didn't vote for? I barely remember who I voted for, much less who I didn't.
So you were funny.
I did. I called Hanukkah.
Garcetti was the old mayor. That's what I think.
Garcetti.
I took a couple of them
you
letters.
Said Peretti. Parmesan. Salami. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Before we close, we wanted to touch on this. This judge, he was suspended.
As he should have been, damn it.
Okay. It was
As
Detroit.
he should have been.
A judge in Detroit has been suspended after he ordered a teenage girl to be handcuffed and threatened her with jail after she fell asleep in his courtroom during
On a field trip.
During a field trip. District Court Judge Kenneth King was temporarily removed from the docket after an internal investigation and will undergo the necessary training to address the underlying issues that contributed to this incident, Chief Judge William McConaughey said. The 15-year-old girl was in King's courtroom Tuesday as part of a group trip organized by the Greening of Detroit, a local nonprofit organization to help young people learn about the judicial process. Now, listen, you want to learn about judicial process when you're young and black? You learned about it in the most ridiculous and real, ludicrous
so
way.
traumatic.
A now deleted YouTube video showed the girl falling asleep between hearings when King yelled at her and ordered her to be put in handcuffs and to change into a Wayne County jail jumpsuit, the Detroit Free Press reported. Now, I read, okay, boom, this is in this article too. The girl's mother told NBC News that her daughter was tired because they don't have permanent housing and that they had arrived late at the place they were staying that night before the trip. She told the Free Press, my daughter's hurt, she's feeling scared. Even if she lived in $1 million mansion.
Right.
Let me tell you something about these judges. People in power often feel, not your sister, she's a great person.
She's great.
She's fantastic.
Amazing.
She's a great judge. But people in power often feel like everyone should show them reverence and respect outside of the normal parameters of their, situation, for lack of a better word. In his courtroom, his plaintiffs, defendants, bailiff, lawyers, jury, that is your domain. This baby is on a field trip.
On a field trip.
A field trip to a courthouse is boring. Boring.
It's not boring.
It's boring.
It's not.
It ain't the planetarium.
It's not boring. Let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me tell you what I'm trying to say.
Tell me what you're trying to say.
Irregardless, because I'm going to use that word. That's not a word. Irregardless.
I think they put it in, though.
It does not matter. I don't actually care if I am an attorney and I fall asleep. I did not break the law.
Nigga.
I did break the law. Let it be. As a teenager, if it is cold and I am bored, I'm going to sleep. It doesn't matter if I had 10 hours of sleep before I came. If it's chilly and you're talking stupid and dry, my eyes are going to cross and I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
It is not against the law to fall asleep in front of a judge.
And what are you proving to her? Like, what are you teaching her?
An asshole and she cannot trust anyone in a position of hierarchy in the judicial system is what you've just shown her. That's traumatic.
That is
traumatic. I still remember when we got when they had police officers come to our school, as it was kind of like it wasn't like they came because they were trying to get on somebody. It was us experiencing the police. And they were like, if anybody wants to go into the back of they were allowing everybody to go in the back of the cop car to see what it looked like. It wasn't even like a get in there, Yeah. I still remember that to this day because I was just like, this is terrible. Like, I feel like a trapped animal in
1,000%.
here. And it was a pleasant, experience.
Yes.
But to think about this I fall asleep and then all of a sudden you're telling me, put me in handcuffs and put me inside the actual inmate jumpsuit.
For what?
And put me in holding just because I fell asleep?
And apparently he said he didn't like her attitude. It is not illegal to...
Fuck you! There's an attitude.
You don't have to have a good attitude. She is not in court.
Oh my gosh.
She don't have to have no reverence, or she wasn't disrespectful from his own. I don't like your attitude and you were tired. These are not illegal things.
They're not illegal.
You can't hold somebody in contempt for having an attitude or being tired. And she's on a field trip.
Now you can hold them in contempt if they're being a jackass if they're on trial. But she is not on trial. She's in a field trip. And then you ask the teachers, ask the student to leave. Please escort them out. You don't put them, what lesson? This is not Scared Straight.
It's not Scared Straight, man. And this was a black man.
This
was a black Man.
We always think we can teach somebody a lesson. Let me tell you who you can't teach a lesson, Amar. You know what? You've turned him into a hardened criminal. I want you to know. You are the origin of his villain story. And you gonna die.
I remember I used to think that some kids had attitudes and were raised the way they were because of parenting until I had my children. Isaiah reinforced what I thought was true. Josiah let me know some kids just not gonna do what you say. And you can threaten to whoop me. You can send me to bed hungry. You can pop me. You can take away toys. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do what you say. He's really, and it's so crazy. I was talking to the boys about this yesterday. So wide, so much of their personality is developed at such a young age. Amar ain't changing. That baby is growing more into who he was always.
And he has a prime example from his father. And his Marcus is like, I wasn't like that when I was young. I said, but he's not seeing you when you were young. He's seeing you now. And he is you. That is what he is.
That video of you going to forget your attitude, looking in your purse, and then grabbing Marcus. They also have the same face. And that's the thing, like Amar's disposition, right? He could be in a position where a judge could not like his attitude. Because Amar, if he ain't having a good time at the judicial field trip, he's not gonna act like he is.
He's not gonna
Josiah, he could be that person who looks like he has an attitude, which he naturally does, and he falls asleep. All the boy do is eat and sleep and play soccer. I took him to McDonald's before his soccer game. I said, what do you want? He said, okay, let me get the steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. And I was like, sometimes they don't be hitting because I love the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. I was like, maybe you should get something else just in case. He was like, okay, I'll get the McGriddle. I was like, okay, cool. He was like, both. I wanted both meals.
Yeah.
I was like, you want a whole steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal and a McGriddle meal?
Because the McGriddle will stuff out. If that don't taste good, it'll stuff it out.
That boy ate, and I kid you not, Angel, I'm 270. I can put away some food. I cannot keep up with them no more.
I little Marcus inside, both of them. Yeah, you would think it's Kai. Kai's my little vegan. He's my little vegetarian. He don't like
fruits and nuts and veggies.
Yes, he is not one. He don't want meat on things most of the time. But that Marcus now eats faster and can out eat his father.
Dang.
Marcus is a garbage.
Yes.
Father Marcus is a garbage.
He is a dumpster truck. Just
Big
throw
Marcus.
the trash in.
Man.
Blah, blah, blah. But little Marcus is like, you're still eating? I've already finished everything you had on your plate.
That
on
boy
my plate.
He orders from a Mexican restaurant when we got back from the soccer game, Angel. He ordered a burrito meal and then the 3 soft tacos meal.
He said, I
said, why you ate a burrito and the tacos? I really can't even finish a full burrito. I mean, I have to be starving to eat like a Chipotle-sized burrito. And then tacos?
My son, what's that thing called? Jersey Mike's. Him and Marcus got the long ones where they could actually cut a long.
The giant, where you get 2 regulars.
Yes.
In one.
They both got a giant. My husband was starting his second giant. Little Marcus was balling up the paper. I mean, not second giant, the second half of the giant. He was balling up the paper because he had eaten his whole giant.
That's a lot of food.
Yes.
Dang. I didn't think that baby was eating out Big Marcus.
Marcus said that boy.
Big Marcus put some when we was ordering like mukbangs and stuff, first of all, Cranky McCrankers, and I'm a hungry cranker. That boy was
I think his
Angel.
blood sugar get low.
Angel, all right now I done
And
told
he'd
you.
be extra cranky when the food come in and you didn't pass the phone to him though.
Brother. Yeah. And that was never landing.
Yeah, he's like.
But anyway, we said all that to say, as black people, we just got to be like, bro, we got to be better about that baby.
I mean, it's time. I don't understand why he didn't realize that was a bad idea. He took it way too far. And humiliating teenagers is really actually never going to work. No. Humiliating them does not work.
Yeah.
It actually does the opposite, and that's what it feels like he was trying to do. He was trying to humiliate her and scare her. And regardless of her living situation, if you actually want to change a teenager's behavior, And like, if that is your honest to God mission, is to, I want you to show more respect when you are inside of the official building. And humiliating them is not going to teach them the lesson.
That's like, you know, the parents, they do the cut the baby's hair bald.
It just means not to trust you.
That's
what that means. I can't trust you if I make a mistake.
You got to have appropriate responses to the issue. And humiliation, to me, I struggle to see when that's ever the appropriate response. Even if it is as a parent, right? That's debatable. That judge, that is not your child.
I just don't understand it.
Piss me right on off, Angel.
I just, unless she was, and even still, I don't agree with it. Unless she was in there full blown cussing him out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Full blown going off while he's sitting behind the bench, her falling asleep. That just does not feel.
Get over it, man.
That does not feel appropriate
No.
in the least bit, and I would have been livid.
Oh man! Oh my God!
My sister would never do something like that. Now my sister she'll gather you.
Gather.
She'll gather somebody, but these are people who are actually before her, whose life actually is on the line.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So she gonna get you. She gonna get you together.
This also tells you how like the systems are in place to disenfranchise Black people, and it's hard for people who work within the systems to dismantle the systems when you're a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's clear.
Well, it all depends on what your intention is to begin with. Some people, that isn't their intention, so they will carry out the system the way the system is built.
And there you go. And some people be like, nah, I'm gonna work against it. But it wasn't him on that day. All right, we love y'all. Hey, Friday bonus is 8:30, we decided?
8:30.
8:30 this Friday for the bonus, not 9:15, because Kevin Angel got to travel and Joshy got to be a Spanish guy. All right, we love y'all. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.
Goodbye. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage, and that chick Angel.